welcome to Aussie Candle Supplies. My name is Alex. Today I'm going to show you how to make a sand candle. Now these have been around for a long time, for a number of years, and they are so simple to do. They're a great alternative if you're an event planner like a wedding planner and you need something that's very simple, easy to transport and easy to pack up. These are perfect for you. These are also a great activity to do with kids because it doesn't involve any hot wax. So let's start with just a plain white sand candle. So you're going to need whatever glassware that you want to use, and you're also going to need your sand. Now it's not really sand. What it is palm wax. Now palm wax, if you haven't seen it, is basically very small granules of wax. Hence it's called sand candles because it looks like sand. So the first thing you want to do is just simply pour your wax into your bowl. Like so. Now the next thing is get a wick. Now depending on how long you want to burn it for, you're going to have to do a little bit of test burning. Cut your wick into the sizes that you're going to need and simply place them into your candle. Simple as that, it's done. There is your sand candle. Now the beauty about these sand candles, if you are using them for an event, is that they are so easy to pack up. Just wait for the melt pool to have cooled down sufficiently, and by that stage it'll just be easy to scoop out the melt pool and throw that away, and then you simply tip your unused wax back into your container or bag, ready for your next candle and next event. Simple as that. Now I'm going to show you how to make brightly coloured sand candles. Now if you're working with children, these are a wonderful activity, as I mentioned before, because it involves no melted wax, no heat and no flames. So it's very safe. So what you need to do is put your palm wax into some plastic bags. You can either use a bowl or a spoon, but we have found putting it in a plastic bag is a lot easier to work with, and it's a lot easier for children, a lot less mess. So measure out how much wax you want for each colour. Just keep a record of how much wax you use. You need to work out your fragrance the same as you would any other ordinary candle. So you measure out the weight of your wax and then you measure out your percentage of fragrance that you're going to add. So once you have your wax into your bags, you need to add some colour. So we're using some liquid dye and you don't need very much. So in this one, I'm going to do some yellow. So I'm just going to add one drop just to see what colour it turns out. And again, you can add more colour if you like. Actually, I'll add 2 drops because there's quite a bit of wax in there. So make sure you seal it really well so nothing escapes. And it's just a matter of rolling that dye around in that wax until it's covered up. Might want to get some air out. So you can see that the wax is starting to go on the bag. Just rub it between your hands, mix it up. This is really easy for your children to do on the school holidays, give them something to do. And as you can see, the wax is now starting to colour up really nicely. Make sure you get into the corners. Now that is looking really good. There's a little bit of white down here, so I'll keep going with that. Now at this stage you can add your fragrance. Remember, it's like a normal candle, so you need to times the weight of your wax by the percentage of fragrance that you want to use. Measuring cup or a pipette, simply measure it out and add it into your wax. Seal it back up. Make sure you get the air out. And again, give it a really good mix. The beauty about doing it in a bag is that once you've used it and you've got some left over, you can just seal up the bag and store it, and it will store just like a normal wax for years, basically, and keep the smell too. So I have 3 different colours here, some that I prepared earlier, and I have my jar. Now, a sand candle will burn differently to a normal candle because it's not solid wax, so you're going to have to do a little bit of test burning just to see which wick you're going to need. Now, I like to use the wick with a wick tab just to give it some stability if you're using it in a jar. So you just place your wick in the bottom. So we'll start off with some pink, layering it in the bottom. Just give it a little shake just to even it out. And then we might go with some yellow, I think, on top. Now just be a little bit more careful when you add the yellow. Now if you shake it too much, you're going to mix the colours together. So just put it on very, very carefully. Now try not to give it too much of a shake. Turn your jar around as you go. Straighten the wick. Now it's up to you how much you want to put in, how big you want your layers to go. So just keep adding as you go. All right, let's add some blue. Looking rather nice. Okay. And I think we might finish off with some pink. There you have it. How easy, how simple was that? Beautiful. You are only limited by your imagination, what colours you want to do, for what occasion. Just remember, once made, these are not easier to transport because your colours will mix up together. Beautiful.